The new Guild Wars 2 expansion teaser made everyone invest all their gold into 3 things that went insanely up in price, and I'm gonna tell you what you should do about this. Subscribe to the channel for more content of this. Go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support me, and let's get into it. So what are the items? Well, because of the announcement that the aquatic spear that we will only be able to use in the water now can be used on land, the legendary precursor Carcharias that you would use to make Komahalea Kotaki. Okay, well, I probably fucked it up, but regardless. But it's any hard in price. Like, it used to be like around 40-50 gold. Now it's at 170 gold. Now it did kind of chill out a little bit here. It went from 300, like in the first day, like in just a few hours, in 3 hours since the announcement, it went to 300 gold and then back down to 170, but still a lot of gold. Same thing for the other aqua weapons, water weapons, aquatic weapons. Frenzy from 19 gold to 186 and then back to 95, and Venom from 29 gold to 166 gold and then 128 gold here. Now this is because people want to make the legendaries, you know, that you do with this specific precursors, Crichton, and of course Frenzy, and of course, oh yeah, it was Rage. The precursor was called Rage, not Frenzy, and of course, yeah, Kamohali Kotaki, right? So now everyone wants these weapons. They want these weapons because maybe next week will get announced that every one of the weapons are gonna become usable. So all these items will be even more profitable. But the thing is that you can actually craft these ones. You actually can do a collection in, well, you can just go check this in Leon's Arch. You can just, as long as you have the mastery to craft legendaries, if you go to this little start place thing here, you can talk to an NPC and you can actually get a collection going to get this exact weapon. And you can see here that it costs you to craft it around 23 gold or Cacharias, which is not that much. Savings compared to buying 86 gold, so you're gonna be saving 86 gold by crafting this. The same thing goes, well, not exactly the same thing, but you can definitely craft Venom and Rage as well. So you should be definitely very, very careful about crafting this, about buying these precursors in terms of like, oh, I just need to, next week they're gonna get announced and I'm gonna lose all my gold because I'm gonna have to buy it anyways. I don't know. No, you can just craft it. Now, you're not gonna be able to sell this. You're only gonna be for personal usage. But, you know, still important, right? Do not buy this in a panic just because of that. And also, the price, most likely, will definitely drop down. And will be continuously not be too much because of this fact, right? Because of the fact that you can craft it by yourself. Now, some people are just lazy and they just want to buy it and just be done with it. So this will always be a bit more expensive, I think, than the crafting. But it's still important to take into account. Of course, all the materials that, you know, making, for example, let me just go here and your efficiency and just search for Frenzy, for example. All the materials that you will need to make this legendary will still go up, like tier 6s and stuff like this. So, you know, definitely consider that, specifically next week, as they are gonna, you know, all the markets, like, I would start, you know, stacking up Mystic Coins. Maybe not Ectoplasms as much, just because of a fandom video that happened today. I probably brought this one down a lot. But, you know, tier 6s like this, definitely keep them in your inventory. Do not sell them right now. Wait for next week. Maybe get, you know, a gift of expiration going to craft these ones instead. You know, actually I might have to do that. Maybe we'll have to do a bit of a full map completion on stream, because man, there's a few things we're gonna have to get, a few legendaries we're gonna have to get. It is also important to think that next Wizard's Vault, you know, patch, you know, the next Wizard's Vault legendary starter kit most likely will have 2 of these weapons because of the release of the expansion. So definitely consider that as well. You might actually not even need to craft it beforehand, and just wait until that happens to do that instead. And you can also use the previous weapon starter kits to use the get the precursor and then boom, use it for yourself, right? yeah, use the materials that you get from the other starter kits to make these legendaries. But which one should you do? I personally actually bought a few of these precursors. I have them on my bank when they were a bit lower price, because I'm guessing regardless of what happens, you know, I have 3 possibilities, right? Well, actually I have 2 possibilities. 2 possibilities. Or the price goes insanely hard and I can just flip it and just sell it instantly when people are panicking for it, and I get a lot of gold. Or, worst case scenario, I use it for myself, I don't craft it. Yes, I probably will lose a little bit of gold, like 50 gold or whatever. But you know what? It's an okay thing to, you know, what's the word? It's a risk I'm willing to take. 1, for the beams, and 2, because I might as well. I'm not really losing that much. I'll make that gold anyways in another situation, so I don't really mind that much. But yeah, definitely think about what you want to do. You definitely should be, well, having your mind into making these legendaries in the first place, I think, considering the expansion will most likely at least have the spear in the land, and it looks kind of cool. I mean, this... Oh, actually, let's go and check them, right? Like, I think these weapons, these legendaries do look pretty cool. I'm just gonna, you know, they look nice. They have cool effects. So I don't think it's a waste of time. I mean, I would have gotten them regardless. No, just for the skin. Maybe not so much because of the utility, because I don't really care about aquatic weapons. Well, not before the actual release of land weapons. But yeah, I think they look pretty nice. I think they have cool effects. Like this one has little sharks. You know, you send little sharks when you kind of weird that the wiki does not have that, but you usually set, you know, there's a fucking shark. It's very cool. And when you send projectiles with this one, you will send little sharks as well. This one will, you know, you will have a little bit of those little fishes will go around you and you will shoot them as well. It's actually pretty cool. You can see it there, right? Like how it looks. Is you know, this get this little aura. This is how it shoots, and this little, you know, the little projectiles you get. Pretty cool. And Kretkin, I mean, this one maybe not the one that I like the most, but you know, it's still okay. It's an okay legendary. It looks kind of nice, and you get a little cool effect. So definitely worth getting, anyways. So I am wondering what you guys will do. I mean, I know what I'm gonna do. I mean, I already committed to it. I'll definitely will make it, and I'll do some map completions. Maybe I'll end up making a map completion video once I'm done with mine. I think I'm gonna do a full stream, 12-hour stream of me doing the full map completion. See if I can make it. Maybe it will take me more than 12 hours. That'd be kind of sad, but I'm hoping that I can make it with Blish. You know, with some Blish strikers. I think it's doable. But yeah, tell me what you guys think. Tell me what you guys are gonna do. Tell me if you think this whole thing is kind of who cares, or you think it's actually worth spending your time into. Subscribe to the channel for more content. Go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support me. Go to my Twitch to watch me live, and go to my Discord to hang out off stream. Thank you very much for watching, guys. See you guys around. Love you all. Bye.